Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ha, Rakah Kwadash, Ma'amah. Double honors to the elders of GMS. Salutations to the sincere Aki and pushing his truth and sincerity around the four corners of this earth. I'm the Car Karabban Yasharala, coming out of Lions Den Camp here in Jacksonville, Florida. And today I'll be coming out a little quick lesson. I won't say a quick lesson, but a little impromptu because I ain't really got nothing planned at the moment. But for the most part, I'm going to get right to the scriptures and let them speak for themselves. This is Salaki. This is Wisdom of Solomon. Chapter 6, I'm going to start at verse 12. It says, Wisdom is glorious and never fadeth away. Yea, she is easily seen of them that love her, and found of such as seek her. See, wisdom is glorious, and it never fadeth away. This wisdom has been around for a long time, and wisdom is going to continue to be around. As a matter of fact, the Heavenly Father, He created this place on wisdom. Wisdom was one of the foundations of the world being created. And His wisdom never it don't fade away. It's going to always be here. I said, yea, she is easily seen of them that love her, and found of such that seek her. See, wisdom, the wisdom is easily found of them that love wisdom, that love truth. You know, she is easily seen. Somebody that love wisdom, that love instruction, the wisdom is easily seen. I mean, they're gonna see that path that they're going down is the right path that's leading to wisdom. And also wisdom is also found of those who seek her. When you seek wisdom, when you look for the truth, when you look for the wisdom of the Most High, you will find it. If you hunger and thirst after righteousness, you will be filled. Verse 13, it says, she preventeth them that desire her in making herself first known unto them. See, she preventeth. You know, to prevent is to stop something that desire her in making herself first known. See, wisdom, when you search, she's gonna stop your search and present herself unto you, so that you will know that it's her. She's gonna make herself known. That's what wisdom does. It makes itself known unto you. Verse 14, it says, whoso seeketh her early shall have no great travail, for he shall find her sitting at his door. See, when you seek for the wisdom of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai early, you will have no great travail. You won't suffer the harshness of this life when you seek the Most High, and you turn back from a life of transgression, which is sin, according to the scriptures. You know, when you go to seeking for that, you will find wisdom sitting at your doors waiting for you. When you go to seek wisdom, it'll be right there for you to find it. Verse 14, Salaki, verse 15. To think therefore upon her is perfection of wisdom, and whoso watcheth for her shall quickly be without care. See, to think thereupon the wisdom of Yahweh Yahweh Shai, to think upon the wisdom of the scriptures, the wisdom of instructions of the Most High. When you watch for this, you shall quickly be without care. When you watch for the wisdom of Yahweh Shai, you will quite literally be out of danger of being judged by the Most High and actually falling in a lot of these traps and pitfalls that are set up to cause our people to stumble and to go astray. Verse 16, for she goeth about seeking as such are worthy of her, showeth herself favorably unto them in the ways, and meeteth them in every thought. See, this wisdom goes about throughout the earth, seeking and searching those of such who are worthy of her. And once this wisdom finds the men that are worthy, she showeth herself favorably unto them. She showeth the ways of righteousness unto them. And when they, she meeteth them in every thought. Every step that they take, everything that they do, wisdom is going to be right there leading and guiding them in the right path, the right direction. Verse 17, it says, for the very true beginning of her is the desire of discipline, and the care of discipline is love. See, the very true beginning of her is the desire of discipline. To be disciplined, to hold yourself accountable and on a straight path of righteousness to the truth, for the truth of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And the care of discipline is love. The care of right things, living according to the Most High, the way He say to live, that's love. That's keeping His commandments. That's how you show you love Him, by doing what He tell you to do. Love is an action word. It's not emotional. It's not a feeling you get. You show the Heavenly Father you love Him by seeking Him, by seeking His wisdom, by living according to how He says to live, following His commandments, doing what He say to do. That's how you show that you love the Most High. Verse 18, the point. Just to back up what I was saying. And love is keeping of her laws, and giving heed unto her laws, as Salakia is the assurance of incorruption. See? Keeping of the laws of the Most High. Giving heed unto the wisdom of the laws. It is the assurance of incorruption. You guaranteed to not be corrupt and to be brought low by this place. It's spiritually Sodom and Egypt. Verse 19. And incorruption maketh us near to the Most High. See, incorruption maketh us near to the Most High. It maketh us close unto Yahweh. Verse 20. Therefore the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. See, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. We desire the wisdom, the understanding, the knowledge of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. And we think upon the laws and the statutes and the commandments. That's going to bring us that desire to do right, to have the wisdom of the Most High and to seek after that wisdom. That desire is going to bring us to the kingdom of Yahweh Yahweh Shah. I'm going to jump over to Wisdom of Solomon chapter 7. I'm going to jump down to verse 14. It says, for she is a treasure unto men that never faileth. If you go back to Wisdom of Solomon chapter 6 and read verse 12, wisdom is glorious and never fadeth away. This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 7 verse 14. For she is a treasure unto men that never faileth, which they that use become the friends of Yahweh, being commended for the gifts that come from learning. See, wisdom is a treasure that never fadeth away. It don't fail. It continues to. It's there. And they which that use this wisdom become friends to the Most High. They become close unto Yahweh. Again, and incorruption maketh us near unto Yahweh. See? Again, which they that use become the friends of Yahweh, being commended for the gifts that come from learning. We are commended of the Most High when we do what He says to do and we follow after His wisdom. And it comes from learning. It comes from being taught and learning and studying and reading. This is verse 22 of Wisdom of Solomon chapter 7. Solomon chapter 7. It says, for wisdom, which is the worker of all things, taught me. For in her is an understanding spirit, holy, one only, manifold, subtle, lively, clear, undefiled, plain, not subject to hurt, loving the thing that is good, quick, which cannot be letted, ready to do good. Verse 23. Kind to man, steadfast, sure, free from care, having all power, overseeing all things, and going through all understanding, pure and most subtle spirit. See, the wisdom is the work of all things. The wisdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua taught us what the scriptures mean. That's how we know what the scriptures mean, by studying. And in her is an understanding spirit. This is how we understand the scriptures, by having the wisdom of Yahweh Yahushua and seeking after that. It is holy, it's one. It's one only, it's manifold, it's subtle, it's lively, it is clear, it's undefiled, it's plain, it's not subject to hurt. The wisdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is loving the things that are good, quick, which cannot be letted, ready to do good. This wisdom is a benefit to us. It's the worker of all things. This wisdom never fadeth. It will not go anywhere. It's a treasure that never faileth. This wisdom is also kind to man. It's steadfast, meaning it's solid. You can bank on this. You can trust in it. Free from care, having all power, overseeing all things. It just says in verse 22 again, the first part of the verse, for wisdom is the worker of all things. But again, and going through all understanding, pure and most subtle spirits, wisdom seeketh out the ones that are worthy of him, and shows herself favorably unto those that are worthy. Verse 24, it says, for wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passeth and go throughout all the things by reason of her pureness. See, wisdom is moving in any motion. It's more moving than anything that you could think of. And she passeth about and goeth through all things by reason of her pureness. Wisdom is undefiled. It's not corrupted. It's not hurtful. Verse 25, for she is the breath of the power of Yahweh and a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty. Therefore can no defiled thing fall into her. See, wisdom is the breath of the Most High. It's a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty. This is a pure thing from the Most High. It comes from his mouth. Therefore can no defiled thing fall into her. Verse 26, for she is the brightness of the everlasting light, the unspotted mirror of the power of Yahweh, and the image of his goodness. See, the wisdom is an unspotted light. It is the brightness it is the everlasting light, the unspotted mirror of the Most High, the image of his goodness. This wisdom is a benefit. This wisdom is glorious. To understand his words and his scriptures is glorious. To know what he means in these limitations, dark sayings, and woes. To know when he's speaking parabolically and when he's speaking literally. It's a benefit. It's a blessing. Verse 27. And being but one, she can do all things. And remaining in herself, she maketh all things new. And in all ages entering into holy souls, she maketh them friends of Yahweh and prophets. Verse 28. For Yahweh loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom. See? This wisdom goes through all things. It makes everything anew. And in all ages entering into holy souls, going about seeking those that are worthy of her. And then she maketh them friends of Yahweh, prophets and friends. I would say, well, Salakia, it says here, it says she maketh them friends of Yahweh and prophets. It's just that simple. This wisdom is glorious and it's a benefit. But with that, Shalom.